the Bible?
For themselves.
Okay, so now let's start there. That's good to start there, right? So you think white people wrote the Bible just based off of what we were taught because of religion. So hold on, bro. I got you. 1 second, right? So is there any color in the Bible when it comes to the prophets in the Bible? When it comes to any of the prophets, they all look like white people because white people wrote it. That's what you think?
I think we gave them all the knowledge they have.
Okay, I want to show you something, right? So the greatest man to walk the earth, right, is who?
They need guidance.
Okay, who's the greatest man to walk the earth? I'm gonna deal with you, Damien. Who's the greatest man to walk the earth?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey. Okay, that's a religious leader. Who is the greatest religious leader to ever walk the earth? Let's come back.
I think Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie. Okay, who else? Who else?
Me, I really don't know.
Who walked the earth perfect in the flesh?
Oh, Christ, Yeshua.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What did he look like?
Huh?
What did he look like?
As pertaining to the continent he was on at the time, I think he was a black, a copper.
So let's read that in the Bible. I want to show you a couple things. Watch this. Read that.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
Yep.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is we're talking about Christ, the revelation on what he looked like. Watch this. Hold on, Damien. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yep.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Read on.
And as if they burned in a furnace.
So Christ was so black it looked like he was burned in a furnace. But wait a minute. They gave us this image right here.
But this copper, we got to correct
But watch this,
English
though.
language.
But think about it. Right? Copper. Brown.
Yeah.
Right? A derivative of brown.
I got one more thing to say.
1 second. He was so brown it looked like he was burned in a furnace. Right? So think about the greatest religious leader that ever lived. The white man conquered us, yes? He put us in slavery? Yes? You don't believe that the white man, so do you believe in history? Things that literally happened?
A lot of it is,
I'm talking about history.
because if you're saying white man bring copper people out in the West, I don't believe that.
Hold on. We're going to deal with it. Watch this. So slavery didn't happen. Yo, how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
43.
You're 43.
My
so you're
concept of it is different.
Right. Understood.
It's just that my concept.
So look, this is the point, bro. We got put on cargo slave ships. We got put into slavery. And hold on, I'm gonna finish my point and I got you. The same people that conquered us and put us in slavery gave us a white image of Christ.
Yeah, we
You
were
understand that?
conquered.
And listen, they indoctrinated us and gave us man-made religion. So everything we know about God, we learn from who?
Yeah.
White people. So now when I ask you who is the greatest religious leader to walk the earth, we forget that Christ is a black man and we are the same people.
Yeah.
You understand that? So now, according to the Bible, who are you? According to God, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Who are you according to God? Because the white man been teaching us the Bible for centuries. That's the problem, Damien. The people that been oppressing us for centuries, they've been teaching us wrong. That's why you don't know who you are.
That's why we got to say, as Marcus Garvey said, we got to be more self-reliant.
Yes.
Provide for
Marcus
ourselves.
Garvey was a great religious leader.
Provide for ourselves.
100%.
Education, medicine,
Right.
all of that.
100%.
If we keep depending on somebody else,
So
that's not the same.
exactly. So
But
to
I
not
think-
depend on, yeah, you got it. Yes, sir.
For
Yes, sir.
slavery, I think slavery, the concept for me for slavery, I wouldn't say slavery because we was the only civilized people.
Okay, I agree.
So I think slavery was to civilize the wider world,
Okay.
to show people how to live and
Okay,
how to
I agree.
go accordingly and how to be humble. So we had
Okay.
to civilize them. We had to give them religion. We have to give them
No,
science.
we didn't give them religion. They gave us religion.
Huh?
The white people, they gave us religion. Everything else you were saying was
religion,
good.
The word religion.
Oh, the word religion.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Yes,
made
sir.
it, but we had gave them something to make them believe in themselves.
No.
Meaning like,
Now you're going off now.
now listen.
Damien, now you're going off. 1
You
second.
remember the first college? Timbuktu. That's
Okay.
where the European come and learn.
Okay.
Even English.
Okay.
We gave them the language.
Okay,
English.
yeah. That makes sense.
Everything.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. It was just a
Offer
couple
them
things,
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you
How
on
to
that.
eat, how to sanitize, how to eat, everything. But again, when they say wool,
Yes.
scientifically, only animals got wool.
You got wool. Pull that beanie off.
Yeah.
You got
That's
wool.
wool
And,
hair you
and,
got. That's wool hair
and
you got.
scientifically,
Yeah.
only the black man got here. Only scientifically.
Woolly hair.
No, wool is animal.
Okay, I got a question. Okay. I want to get back to the topic, right? Because yes, we've been learning from the other nations, right? Everything up to this
This is
point.
my concept.
So now what? Right. So now, for us to get back on track, because when you think about black people, are we at the bottom of society or are we at the top? I'm talking about as a people, as a race. I'm talking
Really
about
at
a
the
world.
But the
Now,
mind
There
concept.
you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the most talented,
Yeah.
who cook the best, who dance the best, who run the fastest, who the best in sports. I'm not talking about that.
In our DNA.
Right, but I'm talking about, are we at the bottom of society or are we at the top? Are we setting laws? No. We're not setting laws. We don't make the laws. You understand? We don't run the country. We live in the ghettos. We live in the traps. We live at the bottom of society. And that's the point I want to get to you, when it comes to our conversation, right? I heard you out, you heard me out. Now let's hear God out. Watch this, 1 second. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
Yeah.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is giving us a prophecy, and He's saying if we don't hearken to Him, meaning listen, read on.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Yeah.
which I command thee this day,
Yeah.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is a prophecy God is telling us about. If we don't listen to Him, to follow His commandments, like for example, you probably don't know, according to the Bible, Damien, right? You either come from the tribe of Judah, right, which is the southern kingdom of Israel, or the tribe of Benjamin, which is the West Indies. The West Indies blacks would be pretty much the West Indies, Jamaica, Kingston, so on and so forth in that area. According to the Bible, you will either be from one of those tribes. So God told us if we don't listen to Him, curses will come upon us, right? So what is a commandment? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, so on and so forth. Things, sins that we commit, that if we break, it's gonna become, it's gonna lead on to more and more problems and destructions for ourselves, right? So now watch this. If we don't keep God's commandments, this is the Lord said it was gonna happen. Read on.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So now God is letting the Israelites know what's gonna happen to us when we don't keep His commandments, right? When we don't keep His righteousness. We're gonna be cursed in the city, and we're gonna be cursed in the field. What people today is cursed in the city and cursed in the field? Think about it. Who's cursed in the city? Who's gangbanging?
I think the problem we have is we need to be educated more
Yeah.
about health.
Yes, that's very important.
Health-
Medicine.
With
Health.
medicine, I
Foods.
think the mind would function better.
100%.
And the mind would absorb more knowledge.
100%.
Yeah, I just
So I
think
got a
that's, I
question.
just think that's the problem with
Right.
people, the food we eat.
Right.
And for
So,
people to be right, you gotta be right here. to
So
be
I got a
right here,
question. As a
and to
people-
be right here.
as a people, Damien, you know what accountability is? What is accountability?
What would you say?
Accountability is you taking, you're actually realizing and understanding the problems you're doing and humbly admitting the problems and the things that you started, right? So that's accountability. You're actually acknowledging what you're doing wrong. That's accountability, right? So we don't hold ourselves accountable for the commandments we broke and us going against God. And that's the reason, as a nation of people, we're at the bottom and we're cursed in the city and we're cursed in the field. We're at the bottom. God put us in this situation. That's what we have to understand, David. God put us at the bottom. Are we the most talented? Yes. But guess what? We got to go to other people for everything. Why can't we go to each other? Because God,
But they need us.
Deuteronomy 28 verse
They need us
48.
Because before we go to the Bible,
They do need us. I do agree.
because
They do need us.
this is the thing, we're the most consumers.
Consumers, 100%.
And
I
if you
agree.
put every other people together,
Yes.
they can't live off each other.
Okay.
First of all, the Chinese need black people to buy their products, their beauty products and everything. Chinese
You
don't
right
gonna
on
be
point.
buying their shit.
You right on
White
point.
woman not gonna buy their shit.
You on point.
So everybody together cannot survive off each other without us. Now, we could survive by ourselves.
So why can't we go?
Eh?
Why can't we?
Because the system makes substance for you to fight more aggressive, for you to think aggressive, for you to think a certain way. You got substance
So
in
it's
the
a mental.
food
So it's a
and in
mental
the
problem.
air.
We have a mental problem.
Right, that's why I'm saying it. Go back to
100%. We got a
health.
mental problem.
Go back to your health.
So-
medicine.
So hold on. Before we go back to medicine, we got to go back to why we have a mental problem. The reason why we have a mental problem because we don't have a godly mindset.
Right.
That's what we have to fix this.
You hear what I'm saying, Damien?
Yeah,
we don't have a godly mindset. So because we don't keep, hold on, I'm gonna finish my point and I got you. We don't have a godly mindset and we don't want to follow God, Damien.
It's
Wait on,
hard.
hold
It's
on.
hard, my brother.
It is hard.
It's hard. If we
But
got
that's why I
substance,
asked
if
you.
we got substance
Okay.
coming at us.
Yes.
To make us think.
Yes.
Away from all that positive.
Now watch
It's
this.
hard to be good, but it's
But
good to be bad.
but as men, we got to be accountable for our actions.
yeah, but how you gonna be accountable when you're trying so hard, but the system is like making stuff for you to be so distracted.
So as a man right now,
cripple your mind.
God got the answer for you. But you got to be able to humble down to God. The system that's set up was created for us to fail. I agree with you, bro.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's hard.
A lot of stuff that you're saying, I agree. But one thing you got to
We're
do,
not trying to,
Right.
to live in love. We're trying to live
Right.
in love.
Right.
At the same time, we still hurt and fight each other because
exactly.
they got
Because we're the
substance.
problem. We don't have a godly mindset. Agree, I agree. So now watch this. God says if we don't listen to him, if we don't listen to him and follow him, guess what? We're going to be cursed in the city. We're going to be killing each other. We're going to be shooting each other. We're going to be robbing each other. We're going to be going through all of that. So now watch this. Verse 48. Watch this. Read.
Verse 48.
Matter of fact, jump to verse 32.
Verse 32.
Yeah.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So God said he was going to curse us. You know what a curse is? It's a punishment. So God says because we don't want to serve him, he's going to punish us. Our sons and our daughters will be given to another people. Our sons and our daughters will be given into another people. That's all around auction blocks. We will be put in slavery. We would be kidnapped. We will be shipped. If you from Mississippi, guess what? As your son during the time of slavery, they would ship me to California. They would ship me to Nevada. They would ship me to Maine. They'll ship me to Oklahoma, ship me away from you, because you want to know why? God gave the white man power to do everything he's doing to us. Hold on, because that's why we don't have the power anymore. The power is out of our hand because the Almighty, hold on, I'm talking about on a spiritual level. We don't have the power anymore we once had. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Read.
Hold up.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Read on.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
There's not going to be any more might. We don't have any economic might. We don't have any military might. The black man got to depend on white people to protect him. The same people that put us in slavery, we got to go to them for protection. We don't have our own army. We don't have our own economic power.
That's why we gotta teach.
But our mind is messed up. Watch this. Read verse 48. Read on.
48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God says, because you're not going to serve me, you're going to have to serve your enemies now. Watch this. Read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord said he's going to send our enemies against us because we don't want to follow him. Let's see who the enemies are. Read on.
In hunger.
Whenever we want food, Damien, we don't own Food for Less. We don't own Food Co. We don't own Walmart. We don't own any of these things.
Teach stuff like that.
Yes, that's why we teach it now, because this is the information we're missing. So our minds is jacked up because we've been following our enemies that have been oppressing us for so long. That's why the only person that can reverse our situation, Damien, is God. That's it. Nobody else. It don't matter how much economics, how much money you got, how much wisdom you got. If you don't have the wisdom of God, everything is going to stay the same. And you're going to live in a delusion. Watch this. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Whenever we thirsty, guess what? We got to pay a water bill, Damien, right? God sends our enemies to do that. Watch this. Read.
And in nakedness.
Whenever we want clothes, Damien, read on.
And in want of all things.
So if you want to learn about God, religion, guess what? God says, since you don't want to obey me and you're my children, I'm going to send your enemies to govern you. Our enemies been governing us for centuries now. Are we sharp? Do we have wisdom as a people? Can we do medicine? Can we do different things? 100%. 100%. Now watch this. Read on. And this is how you know we're destroyed though. Watch this. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
So that's why you think you're Jamaican. Hey, that's why you think you're Jamaican.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example.